And welcome to the Farmville Board of Commissioners meeting for January the 9th, 2023. The business of the town will be conducted. All those wishing to be heard will be heard in two opportunities here tonight. One is in citizen presentation, where you'll have 3 minutes to make your presentation at the podium. We ask that you give your name and your address for the camera. In case we have to go back and research it, we'll know exactly where to find you. Cindy will be sitting in for Amy, who is not with us tonight. Our thoughts and prayers go to her family. She lost her dad yesterday. And we're certainly sorry for that. Cindy will be the timekeeper. She will hold her hand up at 2.5 minutes, and at 3 minutes she will call the time. That way the commissioners can concentrate on what is being said. Also, at the end of the meeting, there is an opportunity to speak in citizen comments. We'll also ask that you give your name and address, and that's where you ask questions about anything that you've heard that has transpired during this meeting. With that being said, I'll ask that you stand. Commissioner Smith is going to lead us in the pledge. Paul Ellis is going to lead the invocation, and then Bert will lead us in the pledge. Paul? Yeah, I won't forget
you. Good afternoon, Mayor Commissioners. Mayor Evans asked me to... Mayor.
We're even.
Before we get started, to have a moment of silence for Robert Nolan. Most of you may know him as in 2015. He was a truck operator, a pump operator. He passed away about 3 weeks ago, I believe. But anyway, let's have a moment of silence for him before we say. Father, we come before your throne of grace. Give you thanks for all the blessings you have given each of us. We thank you for the gift of life. We thank you for the ability to freely gather to handle the affairs of our town. But most of all, we thank you for sending your Son so that we may have eternal life. Now, as we enter the allotted time to do the business of our town, we ask you to bless our elected officials with wisdom and courage to make decisions that are best for all citizens. May each word spoken and action taken be pleasing to your sight. Lead, guide, and direct us, and we give your name and honor. Praise for all things. In your Son's name.
Amen. Commissioner Smith.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can I have the list of citizen presentations?
Pass it down.
Ms. King, please come on down.
My name is Linda King. I live at 4394 West Cottage Street in Farmville, North Carolina.
That sounds good.
Thank you for the opportunity to share with you our plans for celebrating Black History Month. As you know, Black History Month is the annual celebration of achievement by African Americans and a time for recognizing their central role in the United States history. It is also known as African American History Month, which grew out of Negro History Week, the brainchild of noted historian Carter G. Woodson and other prominent of African Americans. Since 1976, every United States president has officially designated the month of February as Black History Month. So this year, we are planning to join the United States, other countries around the world, including Canada and the United Nations, devoted a month to Black History Month. I would like to share our vision for Black History Month to be held in Farmville on February 18, 2023. First, we want to be inclusive. Therefore, everyone is invited to join or participate in this celebration. This program will be relevant to all citizens because of our shared history. Farmville currently has a population of 48.8% blacks. However, in the past, there has not been a high-profile event specifically designed to highlight and demonstrate diversity, equality, and inclusion. Now, diversity means to be aware of other cultures, which helps smash previously held stereotypes. Diversity, equality, and inclusion leads to equal opportunity for everyone. The mayor will play a role by providing a proclamation, 2, present a message highlighting the contribution of local African Americans here in Farmville. 3, he will provide a statement of support to be inserted in the program celebrating Black History Month. A wise lady once told me that the way to effectively self-manage your action, your choice, observation, everyday living is as easy as the acronyms A, B, and C. First, acknowledge experience to understand the present state. Second, build the infrastructure to accumulate our future state. Third, acknowledge our past while building a desired infrastructure.
Time out. Am I out of line if I'm asking to suspend the rules and let her go? She's on a roll and I'm enjoying this. Would that be okay? Can I do that or is that against the rules? Can I do that, Chris? Can you do it in 60 seconds? Put it in high gear.
For diversity, equality, and inclusion, which will propel changes for regulating equal rights, equal justice, and equal opportunity for all humankind. So later on in the year of 2023, we will bring this back to the table so that Black History and Juneteenth will be an annual time event. Thank you.
Thank you. We only had one citizen presentation. Here again, there will be an opportunity for citizen comments. As we move along with the agenda, that'll bring us to the town manager's comments. Mr. Hodgkins.
Thank you, Mayor. Just have one, just a few items related to the same topic. Branding and marketing project, just want to give you an update. I'm sure you noticed all the new downtown vendors. Never seen 4 banners that those will be the ones that are sort of fill in at times when it's not all festival. We also have, you may have noticed there's signage, new signage around the hall. Some of those, there's a couple location issues. Some companies, just you see the still working on the intellectual property agreements. We still, we have Farmville Road and selling logos, merchandise.
Anybody have a question, town manager? Seeing none. The financial report in Amy's absence is in your book. Are there any questions concerning the financial report? Any questions? Seeing none, I'll now ask if there are any changes, additions, or deletions to the agenda. If not, is it a motion that we accept it as presented?
I move that we accept it as presented.
Commissioner Elks, who's with us on the phone tonight, Commissioner Hobbs has made a motion that we accept the agenda as presented. I'll ask for your vote first.
Yes.
Commissioner Elks has voted yes. Board, I'll now, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. That'll bring us down to a proclamation. on human trafficking. I'm going to ask the Mayor Pro Tem to go out and join Allison, if you would, at the podium. And I'm going to read this from here. Human Trafficking Awareness Prevention Month, January 2023 proclamation. Whereas human trafficking involves recruitment, harboring, transportation, provision, buying or selling human beings for the services of labor or commercial sex through the use of force, fraud, or coercion. And whereas human trafficking violates basic human rights and deprives victims of human dignity and freedom. And whereas human trafficking is a growing global and national problem, with North Carolina being consistently ranked among the top 10 states for prevalence in human trafficking. And whereas it is imperative that we educate our communities, our young people and families to take an active interest in learning how to recognize the risk and resist the predators who use coercion to treat and manipulate children and adults into labor or sex trafficking. And whereas sex buyers are the reason that children and adults are being groomed and recruited by traffickers into the sex industry, and whereas our community must hold accountable those people who purchase sex and those people who look the other way, and whereas the Pitt County Coalition Against Human Trafficking seeks to eradicate human trafficking by empowering organizations and individuals through collaboration, leadership, and training, and whereas Teddy Bear Child Advocacy Center and Center for Family Violence Prevention and many other organizations are active members in the Pitt County Coalitions Against Human Trafficking, and whereas the town of Farmville is committed to protecting people vulnerable to human trafficking, taking action to end human trafficking by holding sex buyers and traffickers accountable. Now, therefore, I, John O. Moore, do hereby proclaim January 2023 as Human Trafficking Awareness and Prevention Month in the town of Farmville and commend its observation to all citizens this day, the 9th of January 2023. Commissioner Shackelford, if you'd make the presentation. There we go. Allison, I'm going to give you a few minutes to say a few words. Commissioner Shackelford, thank you for that.
And you've said most of what I wanted to say in the proclamation. I do want to, ask the Pitt County Coalition Against Human Trafficking, I do want to express my thanks to Farmville and Mayor and Board for having this proclamation and declaring January Anti-Trafficking Month. As you know, North Carolina ranks in the top 15 in the state. Corridor I-95 is tremendous in the transporting of humans amongst other things. It's huge in aiding in the trafficking in our area. Keeping up with news, it's here. It's incredible. I just want to express my thanks for having this awareness and giving this opportunity to get the word out.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That brings us down to item I, items for consent. Is there a motion that we accept the items for consent?
Motion that we accept the items for consent.
Commissioner Shackelford's made a motion that we accept the items for consent. Commissioner Elks, I'll call for your vote. Your vote?
Aye.
Commissioner Elks has voted aye. Board, I'll ask for your vote. All in favor say aye. Aye. The item consents is a yes. Now, before we get down to business here, in item J, items for discussion, I'm going to take a little mayor time here and ask the new principal of Farmville Middle School at HB So stand up and introduce himself. You can do it right now from sir. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you so much. Our school's our largest employer, and we get serious when we see a new face. Don't become a stranger, and there will be a test at the end of the night on what you've heard here. With that being said, that brings us down to item J, appointment of the North Carolina League of Municipalities voting delegate. I'll turn this over to the town manager. Dave?
Thank you, Mayor, for each biennium, I guess, every 2 years. The North Carolina policy committee, part of that. Have a series of meetings to try to determine membership wants to pursue. And in your packet, there is a list
Do you want to discuss those goals now, or you want to do that in the retreat?
Can't wait till the retreat because the vote has to be done.
Okay, do you want to select the delegate before we begin this, or after?
Either one's fine.
How would you like to be the delegate?
Well, I thought that might come along. I did check with the league staff to make sure it didn't have to be a representative. They said
I am kind of transparent, huh?
That's fine.
Okay, I'll leave it up to the board, but that just, it seems to me like you're the closest one to it and could get so much done, and where we are, economic development and so forth and so on, it just makes sense to me. But board, what are your wishes of the board?
I make a motion that we make Town Manager David Hodgkins the delegate for the League of Municipalities voting.
You've heard the motion. Is there any discussion? Brenda, I'll go to you. We've nominated Town Manager to be the delegate. I'll ask you for your vote.
Aye.
Commissioner Ellis has voted aye. Board, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Congratulations, that Town Manager. Now, you want to discuss these? If so, the room is yours, sir.
I think what I'll do, if you don't mind, I'll identify what I think personally would be the top priorities for Farmville, what this is. And that's okay if it's something disagrees or perhaps it's going to be. Is that okay?
That works for me.
All right. So if you look at your packet, set all the not number, each job, all the time. First one being being federal cities. The ones I thought would be most relevant this would provide opportunities for funding for grants, tools, police department. Next one I identified was revised state contract. Right now, certain bid limits, certain license or values of jobs. Once you get above a certain amount, you have to perform bid process. Those have been increased cost of the projects, and this will allow also, that is, this is, there's some contractors that don't have another goal was update annexation have more flexibility in what types of ways we can really use. This was not to say the others don't do it.
Anybody have any questions? Commissioner Elks, you have any questions? Commissioner Elks?
No, sir, I do not.
All right, thank you. Board, do you have any questions?
I have one.
Dr. Haas?
Yes, I think your prioritization was very well, but one companion piece that I think will be good with all the houses that we're building in Farmville is to bridge that gap between the haves and have-nots with the affordable housing. If we can elevate that. The very first one, yeah. That would be a good companion piece.
I'd be good with that revision. The regionalization of the water and sewer.
Do we need a motion?
Yeah. Everybody good with that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we're good? Okay. What else? What else, David? Okay. Good luck. Keep us in the loop. Anybody else have anything else for David? Dr. Hobbs, thanks for mentioning those houses that we are going to be building in Farmville. That has caused quite a stir across the state of North Carolina. And we're getting a lot of good press about that. And that's something we'll talk about later or on a later date or whatever. That brings us down to item number 6, the agenda. Oh, I thought you said we didn't have to do that. Okay, all right, I'll come back, all right. All right, now we're on the same sheet. All in favor of accepting the 10 recommended items that town manager's given us as priorities? All in favor? Brendan, I'll go to you, Commissioner Elks. Your vote? Commissioner Elks has voted yes.
We need to make a motion.
We probably would be a good idea.
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we accept the 10 items as suggested with the addition of the one mentioned by Commissioner Hobbs and omitting the one with the regionalization of water.
Y'all have heard the motion, finally. Thank you. Is there any discussion on that? Commissioner Elks, I'll go to you for your vote again after my blunder.
Aye.
Commissioner Elks has voted yes. Board, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the ayes have it. David, you threw me a curveball there because when I asked you if you needed to vote on that, you said no. And I thought since we'd already voted for you, we were good to go.
I thought you meant on that particular swap one out for the other. I thought.
Yeah. Okay. Now, last item tonight is consideration of the agenda for the annual board meeting, and I understand we're going to have to move that, which is a great thing. But David, I'll turn item number 6 over to you also.
A lot of these things the only thing that it's not on this list that I thought we needed to add is conversation with commissioners. But we talked about the chamber of commerce. That's not on this. Other than that, this is
Can we put this all in one motion? Motion that we have it on the 30th or 31st at the library, and that we add the Chamber of Commerce discussion. Can that be the motion? Get it all at one swoop. Okay, Commissioner Elks, you with me on that? Commissioner Elks?
Yes, sir, I'm sorry.
Okay, so if whoever makes the motion, if you could put that all in one, that would make it work, okay? I'll entertain a motion.
Mayor, I will make the motion that we accept the agenda as proposed by Town Manager Hodgkins with the addition, as he mentioned, to be held on the dates of October 30th and 31st at the Farmville Public Library. January, excuse me. My apologies.
Okay, board, you've heard the motion. Is there any discussion? Seeing none. Commissioner Elks, your vote. Commissioner Elks has voted aye. Board, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it. We will be there. Now, this will be open just like this, so you can come and sit and join and listen and take notes. That brings us down to citizen comments. Board, before I go to that, is there anything you'd like to add before I move to that? Seeing none, it's now time for citizen comments. That's where you come up, give your name, address, and you can have a few minutes there of any question you have about what has transpired here tonight. Anybody wishing to make a comment? Come on. And you are who? And you live where? That's close enough. Go ahead, Fire Chief.
I'm Assistant Chief.
There you go.
Just to let y'all know, we responded to 468 calls last year, which was up from 400 the year before, which was a record at the time. 468 is a bunch for us. A 17% increase from 21-22. 41% increase since 2018. Busiest month was June. We knew that was 60 calls. We had 9 of them in one day. 7 of the 9 were in like 2 hours. Slowest month was September, 27 calls. Busiest time of the day is 3 to 4. Busiest day of the week is Wednesday. Slowest day of the week is Thursday. Most fire calls. We had structure fires 20, vehicle local property fires 13, outside vegetation fires 21, motor vehicle collisions 87, and 8 NMs. 41 we responded with cardiac arrest. We responded with EMS 100 times, assisting the EMS, 15 riding or whatever. 21 service calls, 54 good intent calls, 90 false alarms. A lot of them were the same place. And severe weather. Town calls, we had 62% or 291. Rural calls, we had 180. And for those of y'all that don't know, that's calls that's inside the city limits versus calls that are outside the city limits.
You take that with you, and if anybody asks you why we need a new fire station, you let them send that to them. He'd be my new best friend. Thank you. Please.
I was going to ask the same thing.
I have been entering the reports since George left, and I have not entered a good intent calls. I'm guessing it's smoking, people calling smoking detectors. We have had some, we don't offer that service, but we respond.
Let's see if we can figure that out in case USDA asks me that. I'll answer it, and I'll act like I know what I'm talking about. How about that? Okay. Anybody else have anything for the good of the town? Anybody else? If not, Brenda, I'm gonna save you for last because we're gonna want a medical report from you. Okay?
Okay.
Ms. Hodgkins, do you have anything? Dr. Hobbs.
Well, yes, I will make a New Year's suggestion. We've had a fantastic year in Farmville, but there's more to come. And I would encourage all of you to use the metaphor. Stay focused in your windshield, looking forward to what's ahead, and put the past in the rearview mirror.
Thank you, ma'am.
There's a lot of volunteers in the crowd tonight. I mean, most of the people here volunteer in some way, shape, or form. We did some things on our consent agenda that has been volunteer-driven. And just in general, thanks to the people in Farmville that spend time volunteering and advocating for one thing or another.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Jack.
Well, I think we have done a super job so far this year, and everything looks nice, and people are speaking highly of our town, and we're just proud of what's going on.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Smith.
No, I'll echo what everyone else has said. I think 2022 was a wonderful year for Farmville. A lot of good things happened. A lot of people, as mentioned, stepped forward, volunteers and employees of the town. They've all done a great job. And we've got a lot to look for in 2023. So we hope everyone will help us move in a good direction, and we can look at a better report for next year.
Thank you. Okay, time for the medical journal. Commissioner Elks.
First of all, I want to say today is National Law Enforcement Day, and I'm very thankful for all of my friends in law enforcement, but particularly for the Farmville Police Department, because they do a tremendous job in keeping our town safe. And I really appreciate all of that. Second of all, my health is coming along slowly. I still cannot see well out of my left eye, but my doctor has great hopes for that, and I see him again at the end of the month. Next week and the next 2 weeks are lots of appointments. Cardiology, cardiac, surgery, as well as my podiatrist and the infectious disease. But I am very thankful and very blessed by this entire town. If it had not been for Farmville EMS coming to my house and looking at me and saying, if you don't go to Mercer, you're going to die, I probably would not be here now. And so I'm very grateful to Kyle Willis and the Farmville Police Department, as well as the three ladies that Connie Corey Moore and Luann Wiley and Blair East that insisted to him that something be done. And so he came and he and his partner, and I'm very glad to be home. That was a great goal for me, and this whole town has prayed for me and done things, and I just am so appreciative. And my mother and my sister have been my basic caregivers with lots of meds and everything else, and they have just been rock stars. And so I'm very thankful for my friends and family in this community.
Thank you for that report. You made us all feel good. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
In closing, today, next month, we'll be 151 years old, and I thank you for your words about moving forward. I thank you for that. Commissioner Shackford and I on his birthday today, him being 71, he and I being dear friends for 60 years, and here we sit, and that means an awful lot to me. Buzzy, thank you for the incredible report. That means an awful lot. Also, Chief, I hope your team in some way gets to celebrate today in some way. The new principal, welcome. You're our biggest employer, and we have built and continue to build our town around those schools. And one day when you have time, I would like to have a moment with you, town manager, myself, and we'd like to sit and talk about our goals for the schools. We'd like to see some big scholarships at the end of the year, but most of all, we want to have an open door of what that school needs, we can help. We look forward to working with you, and thank you for that. The other thing, the state legislature convenes tomorrow. They've got about 5 or 6 things they got to do, and it's going to be a busy time. And everything they got on the first and second day, which will probably be Wednesday, is directly related to the citizens of Farmville in one way or another. And I want to thank this board tonight for your support of the resolution supporting the closing of the health insurance gap and making that affordable for people. That means an awful lot to our citizens. It means an awful lot. Frank Bradham, I want to thank you for bringing that to the board. Thank you so much, Beck. Thank you so much for being here tonight. And last but not least, Diane, you're not getting off the hook. You got a special guest over there.
Everything new in First American State, you will see him around the next
welcome to God's country. Glad you're here. With all that being said, is there a motion we adjourn?
Motion made.
Any discussion? Commissioner Epps, how do you vote on that? Commissioner Epps? Brenda?
Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Aye.
Thank you. Commissioner Epps has given us permission to go home. All in favor say aye. Aye. Ayes have it. Thank you so much. I'll see you at the retreat. Anybody needs me, give me a call. I'm going to call the mayor and tell him